really important that we begin to change the mindset of young people to know that your vote counts.
They don't understand that the legislative arm of government is actually a co-equal arm of government.
We have an incredible amount of potential.
Whatever it is I was doing, because of my personal DNA, it had to be of an international standard.
Which is what, seriously speaking, is all about.
Yes, hello there. This dress I'm wearing as I open this show today is a product of hard work of one woman who had a vision to see women become better at everything that they do by identifying some women who she felt represent the kind of dreams that women should have, apart from herself, of course. But she's a top designer in Nigeria and is recognized all over the world. How far can her intellectual property go if not protected? She's one of those that has fought the battle in her own ways, but why is she my guest on the show today? I simply want to present somebody who has been able to extend herself beyond the brand and make the brand extend without it being all about herself. A very difficult thing to do in Nigeria, if you ask me. I'll be back in a short while with my guest today who has become a sister and a friend. Doesn't like the media, but for us, she'll give an exception. We'll be right back on Seriously Speaking. My name is Adesuwa Onyenokwe. Welcome back. I begin by saying thank you to Folake for being on the show. Do you know why I say thank you?
No.
Well, her name is, I gave it away, Folake Coker. I would never forget, but people remember her as Tiffany Amber.
Yes.
But somehow you've managed to put Folake Coker and Tiffany Amber in two different boxes. How did you do that? I didn't say why I said thank you, but I'll say it later.
Okay, I think I need to say something first. You said that I don't like the media. That makes me sound like the American president. So, the fake no. I do. It's not that I don't like the media. I just never really want to say anything unless I have something important to say. And I need to be very comfortable with who I'm talking with, just so that, you know, sometimes when you're in the public light, you're guarded all the time. I don't like being guarded. So if I want to talk, I want my guards completely down. So that way, I can speak truly from the heart, as opposed to, you know, just telling you what you want to hear.
Okay, but I called it just suddenly, felt like I want you to be on this show because I see how well you have reinvented yourself. Not really, without really losing the Tiffany Amber purpose. And I'll talk about that later because I'm going to sit down on the panel and discuss that with you. But what I'm curious to know, though, is how you feel about intellectual property. There's a lot of I stand against counterfeiting and all of those things now. But fashion industry is one area that people don't realize there's actually a lot of that going on as well. Am I correct?
Yes, it's going on in, it's strange. Because I always used to believe that if nobody's copying what you're doing, you really, really need to look at what you're doing. Because that means nobody wants to be like that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a sign of success when people copy you. But then our environment is so small, the business environment, that is, that you can actually damage somebody's business by counterfeiting their product in this environment a lot faster than you would, say, anywhere else in the world. The fashion industry, I'm going to use it as an example. Their brands now, they're set up to copy the few established designers there are in the industry. And they do it very disrespectfully. I try not to get emotional about it because, you know, there are few designers who in their lifetime come up with a product that stands the test of time.
This one, for example. This my dress is like 4 years old or 3 years old.
That's a timeless piece, but I'm talking, like, you know, Diane von Furstenberg, she's one of my favorite people on earth. I think she's just amazing. Her wrap dress.
Yes, and your wrap, Iramuba.
You know, I called it the Lily wrap dress when I started, and then I've seen it. I mean, there were websites set up to duplicate this dress. At selling it at what? Maybe 1/10 of the price that we were selling it. But,
Is that bad?
It was bad for business, but it was good for my ego. Because everywhere I turn, I see something that I created. And at first I thought, oh no, I'm not going to touch it again. But no, if you do that, you're giving it, you're letting go of something. I mean, that dress for me was probably the first time I experienced.
It almost broke your back, I remember.
Tension pain. Because I stood in front of a mannequin for 7 hours, draping and draping and draping. And then, ta-da, at 2 a.m. in the morning, this dress was born. And I thought, oh, wow, this is it. And for 2 years, luckily, nobody copied it. So, I mean, I think by then...
But they didn't understand it, I guess.
No, they didn't. And we had sold maybe nearly 2,500 pieces by then. So it wasn't bad, but when you start seeing it everywhere, it allows you to push yourself even further to come up with something. But you know, in a lifetime of a design, you might not come up with more than one of those type of products because that dress changed the way women dress.
It brought
trendy.
Iran Mubata to the level of the funky.
Yeah.
Away from the mummies,
Yeah.
you know, and the mummies who wanted to be funky would wear it. But however, having said that, though, the question really is about how can you protect intellectual rights in an industry like yours?
It's difficult because the fashion industry, it's still very much in its infancy.
Here in Nigeria?
Here in
Even with
Nigeria.
all the accomplishments that people like you have made?
Yes. Because how do you say, it needs to be an outright copy. And then, did you copyright this product when you created it?
Can you copyright the product?
If
You're a
nobody,
lawyer.
If nobody else in the world has done anything like that, I mean, really, if you can come up with a pair of trousers, how do you copyright a pair of trousers? How? I mean, you can copyright your print.
But you're doing that. You've been doing prints in recent times.
Well, no, actually, I've been doing prints for about 15 years now. Every season,
Almost from the beginning.
From the beginning, we always have our own prints. And there was this particular print, my dancer print, which I was on Instagram the other day, and I thought, wait a minute, I didn't do that design. And then I saw it on somebody, other designers. Do I say designers? Other clothes maker. They started copying it. But this is like 4 years after this particular print was launched, and they started copying it, and people are buying.
So why don't you guys copyright your print?
That's a very good question, but that is something all these type of questions are the reason why 2016 was a year that I sat back to recalibrate.
I wondered.
And say, you know what, I need to know where I'm going with this. This business it's not a hobby. I'm trying to build a heritage brand.
Which takes me to the question I asked you originally. How did you manage to separate Folake from Tiffany Amber?
Because Tiffany Amber did all the talking. Folake is a private person. Tiffany Amber is a popular one. She's cool.
Do you know a lot of people think you're a snob? Maybe that's why. That's you as a Folake.
No, I'm not a snob. Yeah. I just think that I daydream a lot. And sometimes when you see people, you're so lost in your own world, and that you might not acknowledge them as fast as you should have. And secondly, sometimes people have a premeditated
opinion
of what they think you should be like, and they stick to it. If you come from a particular background, you've achieved a particular success, they expect you to be a particular way, and they don't let you be. So they just assume that, you know what?
You can say that again.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what it feels like for people to expect, oh, you're such a TV star, and you're going around with your salubata, maybe flat slippers, and maybe a pair of shorts, and they're like, you shouldn't look like that.
Yeah, exactly. You know, there was a time that, somebody said to me, fashion is something that I do. I dress for comfort. And that's probably why the loose and the floaty look started with. That's what I started with. And a few people said to me, oh, Folake, you're a fashion designer, you should care more, you should, wear longer weaves, or wear weaves.
You've got lovely hair.
I'm like, but I don't feel comfortable doing that. My job is to dress other women. And my job is to set trends, not to follow it. And I'm comfortable being me. And if being me is very, very basic,
then take me for who I am.
Then take me for who I am.
I'll be right back with Folake Coker of Tiffany Amber, if you don't go away. Yes, welcome back. I'm still in the studios with Folake. I'm one of those who still understands how she speaks. It took me time because I realized that when Folake is talking to you, she's moving from one conversation to the other simply because she's thinking ahead of what she's saying. Correct or wrong?
Well, I think faster than I speak. So sometimes I find that when people are speaking to me, they're like, Folake, you've lost me. I'm like, oh, sorry, where exactly? Because
you have these dreamy eyes and, It's like you're always dreaming.
I did say I daydream a lot.
Is that what happened with the Women in Vision? This was 2 years ago. By the way, if you don't know, I'm somewhere in the middle, right in the middle. There are 15 women, you sat down and said, I want to do something. What was this about?
I wanted to celebrate 15 years of Tiffany Amber, but I didn't want to celebrate it with a party or a show. I wanted to do something that would channel another part of me.
That we didn't know about.
That I don't show. You know, since I launched Tiffany Amber, I can't tell you how many people send their children to me for mentoring, for internship, over a period of maybe during their Christmas holiday, their Easter, not Christmas, summer holiday or Easter. And these children have grown up knowing Tiffany Amber, because some of them are 18, some of them are maybe in their early 20s now. And how many designers have mentored, they've gone through some kind of internship at Tiffany Amber. At Tiffany Amber. And I think that, so I thought, what's the best way what's the most amazing thing about Tiffany Amber? It's the women that come in.
Yeah, they always have a feeling, actually. I remember anybody wears Tiffany Amber dress, it's like you're feeling...
Like a goddess.
Yes, yes.
And these women, I can't tell you how much they've helped shape who I am today, some of them. And I had the chance to meet so many amazing women from all over Africa. And I thought it was time to share them with the world. So I thought, so let me do my Women of Vision at Tiffany Amber, the first one. Then every year or two, we'll have I'm trying to create a community of women, African women, that can nurture the next set of leaders. Because all the women that we chose to work with, they're all leaders in their own field.
So the whole idea was to, identify these women, link them up with mentees, and let spread the message, which you've done. But my question is, this is not news. People would have read about this or known about it. And it's simply not, it's not because I was one of those women, but because I saw in it what you've been able to do beyond that. We did what we did. The show was good. You identified people. This is not an exhaustive list.
No.
There are several other inspiring women. Just pick some and use them, Abi?
Yes, because we're going to pick another set.
Yes.
So we're going to create a virtual community that so many people can come in. If you're a member of that community, we support one another in every way possible.
I want to thank you for being on the show, but if people don't remember anything at all, I want you to give one thing that must go away at the end of the day. To tell my viewers, what's that one thing that must go away with?
Wow. Every time I talk, I always find that people ask me that question, and I always feel I'm never prepared. What is the one thing you should believe in yourself, your dreams, and
And it's beyond you.
It's everything in life is beyond you. If you believe in God, you know He will never take you to where you're not meant to be.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
That's what the show's been like today. I wish you could do 1 hour, but then again, join the fight and join the cause. Stand against counterfeiting, and more importantly, make sure the children in the IDPs don't suffer. Find out how you can make that happen. We'll see you again next week.